Hey Tim, or up down mostly. I want to thank you for your response. I really appreciate it. It turns out that everybody seems to know somebody who's gone through the surgery and such, and kind of know what's involved and all the pains and the changes that have to happen. So that's interesting to hear. I really do appreciate your video. I went through, I had to make notes because I knew if I started making a response, I would totally forget half the things you said, and then I wouldn't address them, and yeah, so I'm gonna have to refer to my notes, so I apologize. So you were talking about how I'm gonna have to change my mindset and how it's not like a magic pill and all this kind of stuff, and how I'm gonna have to change my inside, and it's not gonna be like a fix-all like you said. And I know I'm not planning on it being a fix-all. I think the only thing it's going to fix is the way I eat and my lifestyle, basically. And I've gone to a lot of the support groups, and the place that I'm going to, I've researched it a lot, and they have a lot of support groups and a lot of people I can talk to, and they help you pre-surgery up till forever, basically. They like to keep track and, you know, just provide psychologists and everybody for everybody. So it was really good. I've been to a couple of those, and they have provided a lot of information, and they've prepped me for a lot. If it wasn't the actual doctors doing it in the support groups, it was actually people who are preparing for it themselves with questions that they have, or people who have already had the surgery who are coming back. And the support groups are actually broken up from pre-surgery to 4 months post, and then 4 months post to whenever. And it helps with, they do that because of the scheduling of what you can eat and when and how and that kind of thing. So that way, at 4 months I can basically eat almost anything I want except for soda and some other things. So they help there. When the pre-surgery up to 4 months, you know, we're dealing with, you know, the liquid diet we have to have, and then, you know, slowly adding in meals and different kinds of foods and everything. So I'm prepared for the change mentally. I'm ready for it. I know what to expect. That is actually kind of what's worrying me, is everything that I have to do to maintain it or to keep it up, because of the possibility of stretching it out, or you know, just gaining the weight back. And it scares me because I'm only 21, and so I'm really young getting this, which means my whole life is going to change. And so I'm going to have to keep on top of it for my entire life. And I'm scared that if I miss, you know, like a week of my vitamins or something, then I'm going to have some serious health complications because of the malnutrition and everything. And, you know, just a bunch of things like that going through my head, when my parents, who are getting the same thing done, don't care at all. I think they're what scares me, because they, I think, have the mindset that they just want to get it done, and it's going to happen, and they'll lose the weight, and that's it. And that's what they talk like, and I'm like, no, that's not it. You don't realize, I don't think they realize, I'm like, you realize that there's all this stuff you have to do. It's almost harder having the surgery than not. And because there's just so many nitpicky things, you have to stay on top of it, and you have to really know what you're doing. And this hospital, I am really confident in. And this surgeon, I have researched this surgeon. My parents have too. That's why we're going to her. She has had a practice for 11 years, and the hospital I'm in is actually nationally known. It's a Scottsdale Bariatric Center. I don't know, but apparently it's one of the top ones in the country for it. And they have a very low percentage of complications. They've only had one death from complications in the 11 years they've done it, and that's because the guy having the surgery had a 96 BMI, and his heart couldn't handle it or something. So it wasn't technically from the surgery itself, it was his heart. I don't know. So anyway, I'm really confident in her. She really knows what she's doing, and she really takes the time out to get to know everyone going through her hospital. So I'm confident. But yeah, I'm not planning on a model body. I'm not wanting to be a model. I don't want to be the magazine girls. No, and I'm not expecting that either. I mean, my sister, everyone has seen my sisters in my previous videos, but she has a frame that I definitely don't have, and I don't think no matter what I do, I'm not going to get down to her weight, ever. I'm not ever going to look like her or anyone that is small. I'm still going to be thick. I have a big frame, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. But I don't, no, it's not gonna be a fix-all. I have too much messed up here that I'm gonna have to fix, and this surgery is a good step towards fixing it. Like the whole anger thing that I was talking about before, and just working through all of that, and just basically changing my life in every aspect. And I'm excited for it. I'm scared, I'm nervous. I've never been in a hospital before except for visiting. And you know, it is big surgery, and kind of nervous. Everyone tells me not to be nervous, but I'm nervous anyway. So anyway, oh, okay, surgery I'm doing is laparoscopic. You said your wife had a lot of pain. I don't know if they cut her open and did it that way, but the doctor I'm going to is doing it laparoscopically, so there's only going to be like 5 little incisions, and they said there will be pain on my left side under my rib cage, because that's where they're putting the saw through and all that kind of stuff, the stapler and everything like that. And so that one's going to be the sorest, but I'm only going to be in the hospital for 2 days, and then they say after that I can walk fine, whatever. You know, they have all the exercise limitations and all that. So I'm sorry. So I mean, there might be pain, but I'm not, they say not to expect a lot of pain. Of course, it is surgery, so I don't know.